How you doing, everyone? This is Matthias Atva from Dreadnought, your Dreadnought PS4 replay guy. It's the end of September, and you know what that means. It's time for the Dreadnought monthly game and channel update. Before we get started, I just wanted to say we are breaking with tradition this month on the channel, and I won't be showing a Destroyer replay this month in the background of the update. Now, I know what some of you are thinking right now, but we have a very good reason. This month, I have a Team Deathmatch replay for the brand new Stabia artillery cruiser. As most of you know, this month Dreadnought released the Fall Update and Balance patch. For all the details for the Fall patch, click on my Fall Update Patch Notes video at the end of this one. It runs through all the changes for the patch and everything you need to know to stay current with the game and ahead of your competition. However, by far the most important part of this patch is the changes to artillery cruisers, namely the Stabia, the Svalrog, and the Artillery Rapid Fire module. So this month I wanted to quickly focus on arty cruisers and maybe give a few pointers to maximize your long-range sniper game. But before we get to any of that, I wanted to give a quick shout out to this month's new subscribers and also to our channel veterans who are keeping it real in the comments section. We have 196 subscribers to the channel and our numbers keep growing. The Dreadnought community is still going strong and we are all sticking together to support the love of Dreadnought and the epic space battle genre. If you are a new subscriber and I don't call you out, it's because you have your account hidden and I didn't get a notification for you. This month we welcome BLS71, Jan Rappel, Deepy Guy, Justin Keith, Julian Samosi, Salmonella Chicken Breast Roasted, which has to be one of the most awesome names ever, Mick V68. Welcome to the Dreadheads, folks, and thanks for docking in Sinley Bay. And now some love for our longtime allies and frenemies who show love and support for the game and the channel and always share cool comments and great ideas. James Perez, Lone Wolf, Yulse, John L., Manny, Dude VT, Leonard Smoke, Justin, Curtis, Scroat, Shane, Mr. D-Bart, The Wilson 1995, Jeff Moody, Seba, Nutmaster, Robert Deal, and Oscar. And speaking of Dude VT and Leonard Smoke, we have two new replay casts from these two awesome players coming up in October. It's spooky how awesome these replays are. So let's talk arty. As you can see, the new Stabia refire and reload rate make this ship a true beast. All Oberon artillery got a refire and reload buff, but the Stabia now packs a wallop with a 0.2 second refire rate for its 8-round 360-degree main gun clip, with a faster reload as well. In a previous video, I speculated that the devs might lessen the damage per shot to keep balance in the game, but to my shock and amazement, each shot still does the same damage as before. This means that the Stabia cranks out about 13,000 damage every approximately 3 seconds with a 2.5 second reload time. This now puts Oberon artillery up with the big boys as far as damage spike. But the Oberon artillery still retains its nimble dodginess and uncanny ability to flank the enemy and hunt down enemy ships wherever they may hide. Krizali and 3 other players took 4 Stabias one match a few days ago, and let me tell you, there was nowhere to hide. The Svalrog got a buff to its main gun damage and now does 6,500 damage per shot, roughly 13,000 every 3 to 4 seconds, counting its reload time. Other Akula artillery also got a small damage buff. I think this was a good call to keep the slow but incredibly tanky Akula Vector artillery on par with the other artillery cruisers and not make them outcasts or underwhelming in the face of the Oberon arty buff. The Grenada and other Jupiter artillery cruisers didn't get a buff this patch, but remember that they got a range buff a few patches ago, and although they are fragile and pretty unmaneuverable, the Jupiter damage spike is for reals. The Grenada can still crank out 14,000 to 18,000 damage every 3 to 4 seconds at up to 8,600 meters. So I think artillery in Dreadnought has hit a very good place as far as balance. And although I first thought the Stabia might be a little OP, after playing it a lot this weekend and comparing the numbers, I actually think that this is actually the pinnacle and a true marvel of game balance, and may make the artillery cruiser class the most balanced class in Dreadnought, while also making the gameplay of the 3 artillery cruisers the most diverse and different in the game. In my opinion, perfect balance plus unique gameplay between factions is the holy grail of video games, and I'm pretty impressed how this patch turned out. But it's not over yet. All these changes happened for one main reason: to make the underused and underwhelming artillery rapid fire module effective and worth taking. Rapid Fire was an okay arty mod for Akula and Jupiter ships, but it left Oberon out in the cold. With these new changes, Rapid Fire can now be used effectively by all 3 factions in Dreadnought, and in the right circumstances, its effects can be very dramatic and quite painful. In my opinion, this module still benefits Akula and Jupiter the most, and it definitely still has its drawbacks, but a skilled Oberon arty captain can now take rapid fire and stealth and really severely punish ships trying to hide or flee. The new rapid fire can also be used with certain officer briefings to really go all in with massive bursts of DPS. Now, after playing this weekend, I do want to point out a few things to all those players who jumped into the Stabia with rapid fire and thought they'd be king of the hill and wound up being junkyard scrap. Although rapid fire is new and improved, it's still balanced and has drawbacks. It's competitive with other modules now, but other arty modules are still very potent, and Stabia captains may want to use other old-time favorite modules as well. After testing, I decided to stick with Bomb Catapult, Disruptor Beams, and Stasis Beams, but that's just me. Rapid Fire may be good, but it's far from the best. At least now we have more game balance though. Also, and this is very important, if you are a Stabia captain, you have to stay on the move. There is 2 ways to use the Stabia: as a form of mobile artillery like the Mongolian Horse Archer, or use the Stabia like a World War II tank destroyer where you sneak into a great surprise flanking position and then shoot and scoot. Do not use the Stabia like a Svalrog and Grenada where you try to remain stationary at long range, because this is a recipe for disaster. Siege mode and rapid fire mode won't save you in a Stabia if everyone knows where you are and can shoot you because you are stationary. Okay, so what else is new in the game that wasn't covered in the fall update patch? Well, I wanted to bring up some new market deals that Dreadnought is offering. Remember, I am not officially sponsored or endorsed by Dreadnought or its developers, so when I say the following to you, you know it's my honest opinion. The 2 new ships available to PS4 players, the Demeter Akula Vector Corvette hero ship and the Arash Akula Vector hero ship, and their skins are pretty awesome and fairly cheap as well. The skins are very impressive, and each hero ship costs around 1,600 gold. Although these ships were available to PC for a time, we have them now and both are very cool. Secondly, I wanted to bring up 2 new gold bundle sales that Dreadnought is having. Greybox didn't promote these and I only noticed them by accident. But you can now grab 6,500 gold for only $24.99 or 14,000 gold for $49.99, which is half off what they used to be. If you ever wanted to support the game and grab a bunch of ship skins and goodies from the market, I honestly think now is the time to strike. In my opinion, $24.99 is not very much to spend on a game you love, especially if you have been playing for free for a while. For just 25 bucks, you can now get 6,500 gold, which goes a very long way in the market. That's 3 to 4 hero ships, or converting a whole bunch of free XP to finally unlock that high tier ship you always wanted but didn't have the time to grind, or because the current version lower tier ship isn't very good in the game. Okay, with that out of the way, what's new with Direct Dreadnought? Well, the big focus in September was the Theoretical Carrier Concept series, which got a lot of positive feedback. Sure, it's not official or canon, but carriers are real in Dreadnought Havoc mode. And not only was it fun to speculate on what many players think would be a logical step for an expansion pack or DLC, but it's also great to get everyone involved in a possible wishlist scenario for the devs. This month, Yulce released a fan-made teaser trailer for a Dreadnought PvE campaign, and I think it's awesome. If you haven't checked it out yet, click on the link at the end of this video. It's only about 3 minutes long, and I think Yulce did a remarkable job editing this lore-supported, fan-made fiction. Great job, Yulce. This month I also released some fan-made content of my own with 3 Dreadnought parody commercials for each of the 3 megacorporations in Dreadnought. While not as impressive as Yulce's teaser trailer, they are all short and pretty funny. Expect more fan-made content from me and Yulce in the future, because the Dreadhead community isn't just about awesome replays, but it's also about having fun and being creative as well. This month's question is, would you spend gold to unlock Dreadnought DLC PvE expansions? Next month, we will be posting all new Dreadnought player replay casts from Leonard Smoke, Dude VT, and hopefully one with both Sharky1302 and me in the same match. There was a little delay on that one because Sharky was on vacation. We'll have more replays and Dreadnought fan content as well, and of course, all the latest news and updates from the Dreadnought game. I'll still be busy with work for a couple of weeks, but soon I'll have more free time to get back to a more regular schedule with the channel. Well, that's it from me for now, and I'll see you soon in Sinley Bay.